A man who has threatened to kill his own children if they take drugs and cursed Pope Francis as the son of a whore has been confirmed as the new president of the Philippines. Rodrigo Duterte was the clear winner in a campaign where he's promised to kill suspected criminals en masse and dump their bodies in Manila Bay. Anne Barker reports.
He's the tough-talking anti-establishment candidate who's seen by many as the Philippines' answer to Donald Trump. The 71-year-old former provincial mayor, like Trump, is a brash outsider who's not afraid to offend with his often outrageous statements. This is the man who last year cursed Pope Francis as the son of a whore and once joked about the 1989 rape of an Australian female missionary who had her throat cut in a Philippines jail. She looked like a beautiful actress, he said. I was angry because she was raped, that's one thing, but she was so beautiful, the mayor should have been first. What a waste. More recently, Rodrigo Duterte has said he would kill his own children if they took drugs and threatened to fatten fish with the bodies of criminals. Indeed, Duterte has been dubbed Duterte Harry after Dirty Harry, the tough policeman played by Clint Eastwood because of his anti-crime campaign. For 2 decades, he was mayor of Davao City, the capital of crime-racked Mindanao province, where human rights groups questioned his ties to vigilante groups who've killed hundreds of suspected criminals. Richard Haydarian is Professor of Political Science at De La Salle University in Manila.
He is known for a very controversial, pugnacious statement, but he has also made some astonishing claims. He said that in the first 3 to 6 months of office, he's going to resolve problems like crime and corruption. Of course, no experts will agree with him.
Rodrigo Duterte has now pledged to bring Davao-style justice to the Philippines. 30 years after the People's Power Revolution forced dictator Ferdinand Marcos from power, little has changed for the better for many Filipinos. Poverty and crime are still burning issues, and 6 elected governments since then have left many Filipinos disillusioned with democracy. Ramon Casiple is the head of the Institute for Political and Electoral Reform in Manila.
Duterte came into the picture at a time when people already, I think, are making a judgment of the Aquino administration. And that judgment, I think, shows that the Aquino administration fell short on its promises 6 years ago. We had problems like crime, drugs, traffic, and of course the government services. And Duterte promised action.
Rodrigo Duterte has also made a few controversial comments about Australia. He threatened to cut ties with Australia altogether after the Australian ambassador to Manila expressed outrage over his rape joke. And he's criticised Australia for failing to take a tougher stance supporting the Philippines' claims rather than China's over the South China Sea, although he did promise during the campaign to support multilateral talks on the issue.
America, maybe Japan and Australia, want a multilateral roundtable discussion of the issue, because it is not only the Philippines which is really claiming that piece of property there.
Ramon Casiple says Australia shouldn't worry about Duterte's foreign policy because he doesn't actually have one yet.
Australia should first not make any conclusions. Because in the Philippines, not only for Duterte, the posturings that came out of the campaign usually are not the ones that become the program of governance. Because at this point in time, I don't think he has a detailed or a comprehensive foreign policy yet.
Ramon Casiple, head of the Institute for Political and Electoral Reform in Manila, ending that report from Anne Barker.